Hi, Mochismo Eugene. Welcome to another video from Exit Strategy. Take that gum out. I got my phone is plugged into the charger, the port that I normally put my transmitter for my mics in. So let's see how this works. I do know that a video before the last one I made, I believe it sounded terrible. So do know that I'm aware of that. I don't know what's going on, guys, but a lot of us are doing this. There are just certain things that are happening that it seems to go against the grain, because we're talking about something that is very, very important for the world to know, that most want to stay hidden. I'm not saying that, I'm not giving the powers that be all of this credit, but let's just say when you're doing the right thing for the Almighty, there are obstacles that come your way a lot of times to discourage you and keep you from doing or knock you off your course, keep you from doing what God has elected you to do. So let's talk about when the elite narcissists turn on one another. Elite narcissists turning on one another. It is it's very much an epic show. Now you see this in the world at large. Just look around all of these major events that are happening by way of celebrities. And it has been happening with celebrities. We can go back to Weinstein. We can talk about Epstein. What's up with the last name Steen? Epstein, or it's Epstein, Weinstein. Anyway, and some of the most recent events that have happened in 2024, to which I won't name them. I think you guys know. You know, we're talking about billionaires, elite individuals, but they are very much narcissists, and I'll show you why they are. If you look at some of the demonstrations by way of videos and all the shenanigans that a lot of these elite wealthy people are doing, some of the shenanigans, you say to yourself, wow, they're acting like kids. And you would be right. See, what happens in the Matrix is the general society are measuring their worth by what they have, their bank accounts, the new fit, the car they drive, the house they live in, the friend circles that they have, the people that they're acquainted with who happen to be very important in society. You and I, empaths and chosen ones, we had that issue. A lot of us. But generally speaking, most empaths and chosen ones who are in tune with themselves, even before we became aware and awakened to narcissistic personality disorder, we just didn't do cartwheels like everybody else. We were not awestruck like most people. We would go to a concert, we would just be excited that we were in the concert to behold and partake in the concert. Say if it was a celebrity that we had been dying to hear sing. That's basically what it is. We love that celebrity, most of which because there is a song or songs that we really do like. It did something for us inside. It resonated with our being, whether it was a love song, a good R&B song, a rock song, whatever, because we associated with an experience in our life, hard times, going through hard times and good times, or being with that special one, love songs like Key Sweat, that different type of things like that. But a narcissist going to a concert, you notice, if you can remember, if you went to a concert with a narcissist, looking back at it, they would not be their ass still. They could not be still. They would go on and on and on talking about the celebrity. But not only that, when they talked about the celebrity, it would be something sort of like, oh yeah, I've seen them before, and my cousin knew them. They used to live on my block. They used to do this. You will notice that that narcissist is relating that celebrity, or relating, they're associating themselves or someone that they know that is related to them to that celebrity. Everything comes back to the narcissist. If it ain't about them, it ain't about nobody. So I just wanted to interject that. But back to point, elite narcissists, when they turn on each other, it is epic. It is epic. In the way that they turn, they will pledge allegiance to one another, but they're all holding Ginsu knives in their back pocket. You guys in your 50s and 40s, you remember the Ginsu. They were selling those on commercials, Ginsu knives. And so it's supposed to have been the sharpest knife in the world. And every so many years you'll see another knife come along, and no knife can stand a chance to this knife. It's just repetitive regurgitation. This is what we're living at in the Matrix. So when I was saying that before we really became awakened to this thing called narcissistic personality disorder, we really didn't rock out at these clubs or these parties or these concerts like most people did. We came, we went, we saw, and we were just happy and excited to be able to hear that song by that artist up close and personal. I mean, we were awestruck just the same, but we were able to detach from that. A lot of us didn't live our life through that celebrity. So a narcissist doesn't go to the concert like you and I do. They don't do anything like normal people do. They don't just partake of that thing and leave it where it's at. But back to the elite narcissists, when they turn on each other, you will see they will do backdoor conversations, and they will take that elite narcissist. Most of the time it's a single narcissist that they're taking down, because that one individual narcissist has gotten to the point where they're so flamboyant, they're so boisterous, and narcissists in general are very jealous-hearted, spiteful people. They're very jealous. They could have it all, and they're still jealous of one another. And so they get tired of that narcissist who happens to be elite just as they are. So it's all about the sacrificial lamb with them. And so they get tired of them, and that narcissist might be bringing too much attention to their organization or their little secret society. And so he has to get gone. She has to get gone. And many times they will unalive them. They will unalive them. But if they're worth something, I've found in society now, in today's day and time, and they've probably been doing it a while ago, but we've been able to kind of put our finger on what seems to be a trend. When people are unalive or mysteriously are non-existent in the world, it's ironic that they are left penniless. They'll say that this person was almost broke. And let's say if they were not broke, take Michael Jackson, Prince. These guys owned catalogs. One in particular owned the Beatles catalog. And so this is what a lot of us don't understand and don't know. There are things that are happening behind the scenes with the elite that most of us don't care to know about. We just see surface stuff. And although we cannot prove this stuff that we seem to know, it's kind of when you're convinced of something, of a conspiracy or some foul play, a lot of times you don't have to convince other people of it. That's the same as it is with narcissists. We were awakened to what we know about. We are informing people. It's not our job to convince you of anything. That's something you have to do within yourself, between you and God and your own pride or ego. That is something you got to wrestle and arm wrestle with, and hopefully conquer that in order to see a little bit of what the world has been trying to keep away from us. So these celebrities that die, they end up being worth more dead than they were when they were alive. Powers that be behind the scene, are yet capitalizing and garnering finances from these deceased people. And we know about sacrifices that happen in the elite world. We've heard about it. We've heard the speculation. We've heard the allegations. It's alleged. Some stuff just makes too much sense. But what the world and the elite are counting on is that most people won't care enough to seek out the truth. They won't follow up on things enough because guess what? We have so many things going on in our life individually. We're already overwhelmed and overburdened and just overweight with a lot of the things in our life that really don't matter. We're either in tune or connected, obsessed with our electronic gadget. We're obsessed with our electronic gadget in the car by way of all the bells and whistles. We're consumed by our computers and the social media. You know, we don't detach enough to critical think. And this is what society, the elite societies, are counting on. Because when we consume this content by way of social media overload, somebody's getting paid by it. Somebody's getting paid. And I found this out when I was a little kid long ago. If you don't like a TV program, say if you don't like Sanford and Son, and that might not be your forte, if you have that TV on that channel, that is what garners ratings. By you having that TV on that channel and having it on, this is transmission. This is how they tally up views. And that's the same way as social media works today. Everything comes down to views. And depends on how many views this or that gets equals and equates to how much revenue is going to be obtained by that. So, coming full circle, the elite, when they turn on one another, this is how it plays out. It is very epic. It does not go over well with that narcissist. When they sink his boat sinks. And they'll find themselves, and they'll have you and me wondering if we're not in tune with what's going on. Just the general public would be like, wow, he or she can't even get out of jail, or I thought they would have gotten just like a few years and would have been out. It doesn't work that way, because the whole primary goal of the elite narcissist, when they do out and ostracize that one bad apple or that sacrificial lamb, which is in essence that narcissist that is just bad for business, it has to stick. They have to make sure that this person or this individual pays the ultimate price. And the ultimate price is to be taken away from the attention and being the center, taken away from that adulation, admiration, and in essence to take the fuel that narcissist has garnered from doing whatever they were doing and ended up doing too much. So they got to put that narcissist in time out in a major way. But on a smaller scale, that's how individual narcissists do us and are doing us and many other people that they run in contact with. Because I told you in a video before, narcissists are doing multiple things with multiple people. They are destroying multiple people on a daily. If we knew numbers, man, it would be crazy. On a day-to-day basis, a narcissist very well can be simultaneously destroying 3, 4, 5, 6 people simultaneously with smears, little droplets of character assassination, little droplets of getting people to entertain them being suspect of something. You know, they want to make people out to be villains so they can look like they're the savior. So elite narcissists turn on each other in a major way, and they don't play nice when they do it. They'll have that narcissist when they do make him walk the plank. They'll make sure he doesn't have a flare to shoot in the air. He doesn't have a raft. He doesn't have any way of SOS. And you'll be scratching your head saying, man, all that money they got, can't even get out of jail. All that money they got, they've been in jail for 10, 15, 20 years. This is why. Narcissists are not loyal to anybody, not even themselves, because they don't know themselves. We got a saying back home, the narcissist can't keep nothing. They're like a bad refrigerator, can't keep nothing. We say that about people who have loose lips and sink ships. And that's kind of what a narcissist does. You don't even have to tell them not to tell something. They're going to tell whatever they damn well please. They're going to tell something that never happened. They're going to make up something because they're envious. The more good they see in you, the more they are determined to destroy you. And even in cases when you're not good, when you're just like them, when you're a narcissist as well, you're still you're just like any other person. You're prey. You're prey to them. They're predators. They are predators, and they're on the prowl for you, whether you're good or bad. It ultimately ends the same way. They want to eliminate you, and they want to be in that spot. That being said, bless.